Dealing with a couple of different transformations, now we'll work in some vertical horizontal stretches and reflections as well. No matter what we do need to start off with the standard radical function, which has points at 0, 0. Try that again. And 1, 1. Our first transformation is this 3 here. That 3 is an A. That's a vertical stretch, excuse me. Every point vertically will be multiplied by 3. So our first point at 0, 0 has a height of 0 multiplied by 3. It is still at 0. Second point at 1, 1 will have the height multiplied by 3, so it's now at 1, 3. The next transformation, this negative sign, that's in place of B, so B is negative 1, that is. That is a horizontal stretch, but in this case, there's no stretch, it's just a reflection. So all of our points will reflect horizontally, they'll reflect across the y-axis. Again, we are going from the yellow graph because we're dealing with one equation. This now becomes a chain reaction. So first point at 0, 0, it is directly on the y-axis. It has nowhere to reflect to, so it stays right there. Second point at 1, 3 will reflect across to negative 1, 3. And the shape of the graph will go the exact opposite way. Last transformation, this minus 1, that's a C. That is a horizontal shift. We will shift to the right by 1. So both of our horizontal points in purple now shift to the right by 1. And we have the shape like so. Slight issue with B in that we don't have y isolated. We do need to get it that way in order to graph this as efficiently as possible. So I'll add 3 to both sides. We will have y equals negative square root of 2x plus 3. Starting off with a standard function, points at 0, 0 and 1, 1. We have in our A slot, we have a negative, so A is negative 1. Vertical stretch, but no numeric stretch, just the negative for a reflection. So we'll reflect our points up and down vertically across the x-axis. Well, our 0, 0 point has nowhere to reflect since it's on the x-axis, and our point at 1, 1 will reflect down to 1, negative 1. And there's our new graph. Next transformation is this 2. It's a B. It's a horizontal stretch. All of our points horizontally will get divided by 2. Our first point at 0, 0, it's at 0 horizontally. Divided by 2 is, well, still 0. Second point at 1, negative 1, the horizontal piece, the 1, gets divided by 2. It's now at 1/2, 0.5, if you will. It's a little bit of an estimate. My graph is quite small on my screen here, but I'm doing the best I can. The shape stays roughly the same. It stretches out a little bit. Last transformation, this plus 3. It's a D, it's a vertical shift. All of our points will shift up by 3. roughly like that. And there would be our final graph.